What's going on, everybody? My name's Tyler. This is Sean. Thanks for joining us back at Rendered Reality again. What? Yeah, I know. Yeah, you think you're the face of Rendered Reality. I get it. I'm so glad we can finally start the show. I really needed a cup of coffee this morning. I've been waiting.
I've already had one.
I had a long night last night. I really need a good pick-me-up. So
I might have told everybody on our Twitter post what yesterday was. So
no, we're not gonna do that.
I put a little PS down in the bottom, so maybe nobody saw it. So, but that may be why you're struggling a little bit from yesterday.
I'm good, man. Coffee, get ramped back up.
Yeah, there you go. You were struggling a little bit this morning.
I was on the struggle bus.
Yeah,
I was,
for sure.
That's all right. I'm back. So anyways, man, we had a great week. Fun time playing VR for sure. We didn't have a huge bit of content come out this week. It's been a little lapse the last week or two for us, but we do have some
pretty
really
cool
good
games,
stuff,
some new trailers and stuff that are out that are pretty cool. I'm pretty excited about. Can't wait to talk about those, as well as some updates with some of the Kickstarter stuff that's been going on.
True,
some stuff we're looking forward to for sure. But yeah,
Oculus dropping a nice update for us too. We'll talk about that.
Yeah, some pretty cool little
which
features.
Is really cool. I'm excited about that. A lot of things that I think we've talked about that we thought should be added with chat and links and stuff, but we'll get into that.
Yeah.
But yeah, honestly, this past week I had a surprising amount of fun. I mean, it was a game that we kind of tried very early on in the beta, and it needed a lot of work. And don't get me wrong, it's not perfect. So don't go into it expecting.
Right.
Stop. No, you mean no. Don't tell people. So we ended up playing Virtual Battlegrounds, which I'm sure you probably have heard of.
And we talked about it on the show too. We talked about our early impressions on it, and we played it a little bit ahead of time. But this past week, I think, was the first time that me and you actually went in together on it and actually dove in and took the time to learn some of the stuff and all that. And it was a lot of fun. We actually played, I think it was Sunday, wasn't it? It was Sunday night that me and you played together for like 3 or 4 hours probably.
Yeah. I know, man. We had a blast. We really did. We really did. And cool experiences that you haven't been able to do in other battle royale games, which is what this is. And I don't know, man. I could have ziplined all day. I'm not going to lie.
You were all about the zip line. All about the zip line.
You got mad at me at one point. You're like, why have we ziplined across this whole map?
No, we didn't zipline. We literally did a circle around the whole map like twice just on the zip lines. I'm like, dude, what are we doing? You're like, no, come on, this zip line here. And we just kept going around and around.
It's so good, though, because you can like ride the zip line and like be shooting people down below you as you're rolling. It's a lot of fun.
Like we said, it's still really buggy. I mean, it definitely has its issues. They're trying to do updates like every single day. So they are trying to fix the issues and get things worked out. But this game is launched. So we've had this game in early, for the beta for a long time, and the game is actually out, I think, last week, or I think the week before last it came out. But we actually had a lot of fun. We were actually pretty impressed after playing it for a while, getting around the bugs and stuff. And
the squad setup's a little bit not perfect yet. I feel like it needs a little rework, but it's workable. I mean, it's doable.
Yeah, one issue with the squads is that you go in and you vote. So you go into a lobby and then you either vote squads or you vote solo. Well, we like to play squads. We like to play together, so we always vote squads, but sometimes that it gets voted to solo. So I'm sure they're trying to keep the player base together, but they need to do something where it's one or the other, and you can choose which one you want to go into, because people get mad. But then we played this game again. What was it, Wednesday night?
Yes, I think it was Wednesday.
Yeah, it was Wednesday night, and we were joined by Rizzle Rock and Moto 13K, I think it is. Is that it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Moto 13K, yep.
Yeah, we had a blast. We had a ton of fun. Man. We played for a few hours, and we had some issues trying to all stay together and stuff, because the squad in this game, I think, is 4 people. You get up to 4 people in the squad, so...
But it's funny, though, because, if somebody jumps off, because you're actually in the plane, you jump off the back of it. And I think Rizzle jumped off early and stuff, and we're all chasing him, trying to go to the same place and stuff. It was it was a blast. It was
we had a good time. We definitely had a good time. So like I said, it's still buggy. It needs some work. Hopefully they can keep working on it and really iron out all the issues. But I don't know what it is. I love battle royale games in VR. Like we've played a lot of Standout. You know, we talk about that other game that's coming soon that everybody's excited about, Population One. But squad modes, especially in battle royale games in VR, I think it's fun just because of that teamwork. That you just really have to work as a team, and it's a small team.
My favorite part too with this, you have that backpack, right? Yeah, so like if you and I and everyone are playing together, and I find a laser sight or a laser red dot or an extra holographic, I can throw it in my backpack, bring it to you, and give it to you. That's the stuff I really like. You know,
definitely
builds a teamwork.
So we will probably be playing this game some more and keeping up to date on their updates coming out. There's definitely some bugs they got to get worked out and some things that need changed and stuff, but it is still a lot of fun. It's rough, but it's a lot of fun, and I think hopefully it'll get there and they'll keep working out the kinks, because there's a lot of things. The climbing aspect, the zip line aspect, the climbing aspect is really cool, because I mean usually in a building you know which doors and stuff you have to watch. In these you don't know, because if you're not watching the windows and everything, somebody could climb up to you on the third floor, on the ceiling, like on the roof, whatever, and you have no idea. So you really have to watch all around. The
attachments are all transferable, so if you pick up a gun you like better, you pull them off, put them on the other gun, you're good to go. That stuff I really like too.
So Steven Sales said, is it cross-play between Steam and Oculus? I'm actually not sure, because I'm not sure what Rizzle Rakamoto were playing on.
Rizzle might have been on Oculus.
He might have been on, but I don't know if he was playing it from Steam
or
the Oculus
he was Steam
store.
Because he debated starting in Oculus mode.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, so we were all on Steam when we were playing, and I think Moto was using an index. So we were all on Steam when we were playing together. So I'm not sure about the crossplay. I'll have to look that up. I'm not positive on that, but...
So much fun though.
Yeah, it is a lot of fun.
And they were looking to add like vehicles, grenades, all kinds of fun stuff.
They have a voting
system.
On that. Yeah, you can vote on what you want to get added.
Yep.
So.
Crossplay by default.
Moto 13. Yeah, he said crossplay.
Cheers, man. We had a good time. That was awesome.
For sure. We're definitely gonna play again. We will definitely be back in this game. So some of the other stuff this week, we talked about this before, but this is Supernatural. So this is the workout game, in VR, the subscription based thing. Right. So this launched this past week, and I actually downloaded it on the Oculus Quest. You can download it for free, and you can go through kind of the tutorial and see what the game's all about. And at the end, that it asks you to sign up. And basically what they're doing right now is a 1-month free trial. And this is cancel anytime. But I'm not a big fan of those kind of things, because I don't want to sign up and give you my card info and everything else and then have to remember to cancel it. So I did not do that. I played the tutorial and I did not sign up for the free month or anything. I'm still been kind of debating about doing it. The game itself, playing it's pretty cool. I mean, I love the atmospheres. The atmospheres look really, really good, and I like being in that outdoor atmosphere and you're like on a platform. The gameplay itself, like I play a lot of box VR. I talk about that a lot, but in games like this, I feel like there needs to be some kind of magical feeling when you connect with these things. And you basically have baseball bats, and I just didn't get that connection to the game of when I was hitting those things. Like it wasn't like in box VR, the noise it makes, the vibration in the controller, like I feel like I'm actually doing something. And I mean, it has some of that, but I don't know. I don't know. I'm curious to see what other people think. I'm really curious to see who signed up for this and plans to actually keep the $20 a month thing, because it is kind of cool. You have a personal trainer-ish kind of a thing, and they actually talk to you while you're playing. At least in the tutorial, they're like giving you little motivational talks and stuff. And I mean, it's a cool concept. I don't know if it's different enough from everything else that we've seen.
I know. That's what I feel like I can get the same out of other stuff that's not subscription based.
Yeah, the subscription base is where this is really a struggle. If you could buy this game for $20-$30 and get a large amount of content and then paid updates here and there, that's one thing. But the whole game, I mean, you really can't play the game other than the tutorial unless you sign up for a subscription base. And I playing it personally, I don't know what other people's thoughts are, and I'm curious to put in chat if you tried this. I didn't see enough magic in it for me to pay $20 a month to keep this.
A month, yeah.
Even though it's cancel anytime, I don't know. I don't want to go through the hassle of it and stuff. I don't know. I mean,
man, that's $240 a year just to play this.
Yeah,
I don't know. That's substantial to me. I don't know. Kev Gret said lots of interesting Reddit posts about Supernatural. Yeah, I mean, it looks great, but it's just the subscription right there, man. I'm out.
Yeah, the atmosphere is
no
cool.
way.
And I mean,
Right.
another cool thing about it is it's using a bigger play space in a sense because you actually rotate. So things will come at you from different angles. And so you're actually physically moving, which is kind of weird too, because me and my wife play in the same room when we play Box VR together, and you don't really move. You know, your feet are mostly planted. You're doing squats and stuff in Box VR. But this, you definitely, like, you're doing side lunges and stuff. So you move around in your space without realizing it. And I feel like the two of us playing in the same room, one of us would end up getting knocked out or something. It could be a little dangerous. I'm not sure how I feel about that, but it is cool. I do like that feature that they added in there, the movement, and you're moving all around. And I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Yeah. So Steven Sales said most $199 a month.
I know, I saw
that makes more sense. $20 a month.
Agree.
I mean,
10 times that.
Most VR games now are $20 to $30 games, one-time fee. You know, so now they want us to spend $20 a month.
Totally agree. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know,
man. It's crazy, but I mean, hey, don't get me wrong, it looks good. And for some people who want it for just workout purposes, it's probably great. You know, if you are trying to recreate that workout environment at home, it's probably not a bad thing with all the tracking and stuff. Cheers, Riz.
He said the Supernatural subscriction fund. Right? So there you go. God. Yeah, you get a little bit off the first month or the second month. First month's free, so you get $4.99 off.
Oh my gosh, isn't that nuts?
He cracks me up. He's a funny guy.
I mean, I don't know, and maybe somebody does. If they do, we'd love to hear, you know, if you have, and if you enjoy it, the full game too.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
let us know in the comments if you're here. So yeah.
I think honestly, even trying the tutorial, I think I would have enjoyed the game more knowing in the back of my head that they weren't trying to get $20 a month out of me. That just it's hard. It's a tough pill to swallow for me. I don't know. And I mean, I would love to see somebody that really does like this and sticks with it for a while and see what they think. You know, it'll be interesting to see how much content they're putting out for that $20 a month. Because basically what I understand is you have like a daily workout regimen. And so is that $20 a month going to be enough to get you a new workout every single day for that 30 days?
Motivation is worth everything when it comes to working out. So, you know, if they do have that draw to keep you coming back, keep you working harder and stuff, you know what? The $20 might be worth it. I mean, I can't knock it, you know, until I try it.
Content and stuff. Yeah, it'll be. I'm curious to see what people think, but I haven't bit the bullet and signed up for the subscription yet. So I don't know that I'm going to. And I haven't kept up. A lot of people said with the Reddit posts and stuff, I haven't kept up with what everybody's saying about this on Reddit. This past week's been kind of crazy, but if anybody,
James just kind of said the same thing I just said. You know, if it keeps you motivated, is the $20 price tag and keeping you going back.
If it is, I mean,
it's like the gym.
Yeah, if it can keep you motivated, and it keeps you coming back, I could see it. Because the gym membership, you know, it's easy to pay that gym membership fee every single month, and then you go for a month or two, and then you never go back, and you keep paying for it for 10 years. And so, yeah, I don't know, but it's an interesting concept. It's interesting.
I get it.
I'm not sold, but hey, it is what it is.
Yeah.
So talking about Box VR, because that is my go-to workout game, me and the wife. They did come out with a new pack this past week, which is called the Extreme Pack. And this is another $10 pack. So, I mean, this is still getting to be an expensive game if you want to buy all these packs, because it seems like their plan is at this point in time, and I don't know the frequency, but they're going to be coming out with these paid packs pretty often. I mean, this has been, 2 or 3 weeks since the Essentials pack came out?
But isn't this a better way of doing it than a monthly? Because you actually get something for your money.
Yeah, you have the option. You don't have to buy these, you know, and they've given us quite a few packs for free.
Oh, yeah.
So I would rather do it this way. I would much rather do it this way, but
I agree. I totally agree.
Yeah, but this is called the Extreme Pack. Tony Digital channel support.
Cheers,
awesome.
Tony.
Yeah, we really appreciate that.
Really appreciate it, man.
That is
Cheers
awesome.
to that. I need to keep polishing my coffee off. Keep up with
that
this.
paid for my that'll pay for my Extreme Pack that I just bought this past week. But
oh my gosh.
But the Extreme Pack is,
I get it though.
Yeah, so this one is supposed to be the most intense workout pack that they've come out with today, and it really is. Yep. And we played this morning. We played it the past couple mornings, and the intensity of this pack is one of my favorites. It's a lot of quick combinations and stuff, so it's not a beginner pack. You know, if this is your first time going into Box VR, it might be a little bit difficult, but I really, really enjoyed this pack. And like I said, $10 a month, that is going to start adding up. I mean, $10 a pack, I don't know. You know,
don't have to. That's the benefit.
Yeah.
I mean, you're good with where you're at. You know what I mean? You love it how it is. So if you want that experience to keep growing, keep progressing, you can buy it.
That's
but
what
you don't
I like
have
about
to.
it.
So
yeah.
I don't know, man.
I much prefer this concept over the over that subscription stuff. I'm
Yep,
not
yep.
a big fan, not a big fan.
Nope.
But yeah, this is a cool
Not it.
pack. It's a lot of fun if you like box VR. I don't know how many people are into box VR as much as me and my wife are, but if you're a fan, I definitely recommend.
I get all the
checking that one out.
notifications on my Oculus app and stuff
Dude,
too.
I'm pretty sure she has all of the achievements now, every single, except for
Seriously?
I think there's one more she needs to get or something, but she's like all about getting them achievements. Like she'll keep
I
going
know.
for a long time just because she wants. So they're going to have to add more achievements to that game just for her because she's going
Right.
to have all of them. So I have a lot of them, but I don't have all of them yet. But
I know my wife's the same way with that.
yeah, and Kev Gret said finally box VR needed more intensity, and I agree. Some of the workouts in box VR they're good for
Yeah.
beginners, but the intensity isn't there. Like I like the challenge of them quick combinations that are back
I
to back
agree.
to back, and it's like whoa, like they're coming so fast it's hard to keep up sometime after you've
Yep.
been playing the game for a little while. So I totally agree.
The other ones are just to like every quarter beat, every
yeah,
you know.
some of them are. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's definitely if you like the intensity, this one's definitely for you, I think.
Yep.
So. Mame fan said, "I'm an American trying to gain weight."
Right? True.
That's awesome. So the
That's
wife said
awesome.
10,000 calories is still the one she needs to get. So there's one for 5,000 calories. Like overall, she already did that one. So 10,000. She's not far away now. So
Is that in one session or in total?
no,
It's gotta be
I don't know
total.
how
Oh,
the
yeah.
calorie counter actually works because it seems pretty low for the amount
know,
of
it
movement you're
does.
doing in the game.
Right.
I'm not sure exactly how it works, but
Yeah, true.
does Box VR and Quest allow custom tracks? I don't think so. Not on the Quest, not as far as I know, unless there's some kind of side load way.
Yeah,
But
maybe
I don't. There's no
Quest.
official support through the game on Quest. I don't believe.
Nope.
But so yeah. So I
Never
mean,
know.
also this week, Pixel Ripped came out.
Yeah.
And I played that Thursday or Wednesday or whatever day this past week I played that. That's a lot of fun. I haven't spent
It's
a
got
ton of
those
game in
feels,
there
man.
yet. Oh,
I
it
know.
really does. I mean, at one point in time you're playing, in the living room, this is towards the beginning, and your mom in game is pestering you about trying
Right,
to shut
right.
it off, and she comes
Yelling
to
at
shut
you.
off the console, and you got to try to avoid her shutting it off. You get like a dart gun so you can break things and distract her. I mean, the game, the feel of the game is really, really good. I mean, and I've been looking kind of for a game for a little while that's more sit down, chillax game
Sure.
like that, because sometimes I don't want to do anything. Sometimes
Right.
I don't want to be standing up, moving all around. I just want to sit down and do nothingness for a little while. And that's a good
Yep.
game to just sit down and have a good time. And it really does bring you back to your childhood. I mean, at
Those
least
feels,
for
I
us, the early 90s and
Right,
stuff,
true.
mid-90s.
Well, and we talked about that though, but then people who haven't got to experience that get to. So that's another benefit of, what I
Yeah.
mean, for other people too, which is really cool.
Yeah,
So
I love the game. I think it's really good. Like I said, I haven't played a ton of it yet, so I'm really looking forward to jumping back into it. But I played it for, I don't know, maybe an hour or two so far, but it's really, really
It
good.
is cool.
And I saw that she actually, the main girl that does, the cosplay and everything for the game, she talked about as soon as the game launched, she already had her notebook working on plans for the next one. Like, I mean,
that's
she is
cool.
already, getting ready to grind out ideas for the next. I
Sure.
mean, you can just keep going through the eras, and
Yep.
eventually that's going to run out. But I mean, 10 years down the road, we might be seeing the beginnings of VR. We might be
Sure.
playing a VR game inside of VR of what, it was first like when all this VR started coming out. I don't know. It's pretty crazy.
It is
but-
cool.
It's so awesome.
I
seeing
know,
a little.
I
So
know, I
here's the part where you're like trying to
Yep.
distract your mom, and
Oh,
it's-
I know. And I tried to wear my Blockbuster shirt today, but we had issues with the green screen
that's
stuff.
right.
I wanted to wear it because we talked about it last time on the show,
yeah,
but didn't happen.
Tyler's using his webcam now for that. I don't know if he's gonna stick with it. Usually he's
We'll
using his
see.
good cam, so we'll figure that out. But we were messing with that right before the show. But yeah,
Not
it's
liking it.
definitely brings back the old Blockbuster day
Yep.
feels, and yeah, it's Anna's her name.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what Steven just said.
So-
Played for 30 minutes before the show. That's awesome.
Love
Yeah.
these games. Yeah, they do a really, really good job with it. They really do. And just that, I mean, that feel of being in another world, playing
Different
a game
time.
on a
Yep.
screen, it's just, it kind of messes with your head a little bit. It really
Sure.
does. And it's really cool. I really, really like it. I bought it on the Quest. It does have
Yeah, that's the way to
cross-buy.
go.
Yeah, it does have cross-buy for Oculus, so I can play it on the Rift as well on the PC. But this is really a game that I wanted for the Quest, and it looks great. It looks fantastic on the Quest. I really think it does.
I think this will be my my game to play tomorrow because we're having a relaxing day
Yeah.
tomorrow. So I think this will be a couch play for me.
Oh
for
yeah,
sure.
it's a great couch play
Yep.
game. So Mame Fan said, I'm at the arcade part in 1995, and he said I want to stay
Right.
there. So
Yeah.
but, I mean, he's a big arcade cabinet
Yeah,
guy
he is.
anyway.
Yeah, big
So
time.
yeah,
Right.
so I can see that. But
That's
so
awesome.
awesome. But,
Yeah, very cool game. Definitely well worth checking out. Highly recommended.
yeah, definitely. I mean, it's it's a blast. I can't wait to get back in there and play some more. And I think the wife's probably gonna play this one too. I think she'll like this one. She hasn't played it yet, but.
So another game that we've talked about, and I've talked about that we needed in VR, if you guys haven't noticed from the thumbnail, is Stride, which is basically a knockoff of Mirror's Edge. I mean, who are we kidding if you don't think that, or maybe you haven't played Mirror's Edge, and I get it.
Yeah.
But oh man, it's a straight knockoff. Even the colors of some of the things, I'm just like, it's what I've dreamed of, so I don't care.
No, it's a fan. I mean, we've said this is the kind of game that we needed in VR for a long time. Yep. It makes total sense, and it's supposed to be coming, I think, this summer, and it lists Steam, Oculus, all that. I don't know about Quest, which I really, really hope this does come to Quest, because I think the movement and the gameplay of it would be fantastic for no wires. That freedom of this game of moving around quickly and changing position and stuff, I think would make sense on the Quest. And I don't know. I mean, this is definitely an indie developer. It's not a big studio, so
maybe
they have
had some other games in the past, but some smaller games. But this looks like it could be really good. And I know it even talks about being able to like sneak up on people, so it does have the the stealth aspect built into if they're looking away from you, and you definitely have to be shooter type and be a marksman and stuff. So, and they said that there's almost no motion sickness because of how they're doing their motion with the arms for running and stuff.
I'm going to show that here.
So I'd be curious. I'd be really curious to try it.
And we know this helps. I mean, even they've done games before where you kind of have to like bounce your shoulders and stuff to move, and when you can physically move your body more for locomotion VR, it really does help trick your brain more into that one-to-one instead of I'm just standing still and my body's walking and your brain kind of freaks out. But yeah, so I have to imagine for some people very early there still could be some motion sickness, but I think this may help it some. But I mean, like you see, so as far as I know, there's no stick movement. You're moving by actually running and by swinging your hands like he's doing in the video. Yep. But I mean, he's getting around pretty quick. So I mean, I'm sure he's had. I mean, this is probably the developer or one of the people on the developer team. So I'm sure they've had the most practice. But I mean, the speed that he's getting around there. I mean, obviously, they're going for that parkour kind of feeling, but it really looks like a quick movement and mechanics that's going to work really good. Yeah, I'm
we need these games though to push the motion sickness boundaries, because eventually everyone's going to get tired of like the babying along of VR. Where you get the blinders on, you have the teleport and all that stuff.
Luckily now most games are giving us the option to have all those in one game. But
and maybe a game like this, they could have the blinders, the tunnel vision a little bit,
maybe to help some people still early.
Sure, it might actually help, but. Yeah, I mean, for me, I'm all in on this. This looks like a ton of fun.
Yeah.
I just want to be able to leap and shoot at the same time, just like the zip line we talked about in Virtual Battlegrounds.
Right.
I love that. Oh, it's so cool.
Definitely. And
stuff
we played
you see in movies and you want to do,
Yeah, we used to play some Mirror's Edge a little bit back in the day on Xbox or whatever. I remember playing that, but
I love Mirror's Edge.
Yeah, so I think this is one that got me really excited for an upcoming game, and I hope
red accents, man. That's
it looks just like it.
Come on, like
I should have grabbed the trailer or a video from all the old Mirror's Edge stuff. Yeah, I should have grabbed that just to show it. But
so good though.
Yeah. Yep. And I think it did say this summer, I believe.
June, I thought it was. Wasn't it June?
Is it June?
I actually think I have it up still, but it does. I'm curious though if they're going to have any other type of locomotion, but probably not.
Yeah, I don't think.
I wouldn't think so, only because it'd be pretty tough to just be forward. Well, I guess you could have a forward stick on it. I mean,
yeah, you could. I don't know. I mean, I think I prefer the actual running thing. If it works good, if they get the, that fluid kind of feeling and it just feels natural, I would prefer that.
It does just say, go ahead.
Yeah, it says the studio is promising that Stride will also have a story for players to follow. The game is due to launch across Steam, Oculus, and Viveport. So it's coming to Viveport too this summer. So, but the specific combination of platforms and headsets, they don't know for sure yet, like Oculus or Steam VR, Quest, all of that. If it's just going to be playable on Oculus through Steam VR, if it's going to be on the Oculus Store, I guess that nobody knows for sure yet. But
it looks so good, though. I'm watching some of the videos actually right now on their Steam page, which is in the link, and I highly recommend checking those out. The mechanics look really cool. Just the big drops and grabbing on with your arm and grabbing a ledge and pulling yourself up. Oh,
I like
so
that
good.
feeling. I like the feeling of
Yeah.
dropping in VR, especially if you can drop off something and then grab. Because even in Virtual Battlegrounds, when we played, sometimes you fall off a building
Oh yeah,
and
yeah.
you're able to grab yourself before you go all the way down. So that,
Right.
I don't know, that feels good to me in
I know.
VR.
I want my stomach to go. Like, you're telling me if you don't jump from building to building, your stomach's not going to drop to the
Right.
floor. You
I
know what I
want
mean?
that feeling. Yeah. Like I
I
know
do
we talked
too.
about it before, way back in the day on Alt Space, how we used to teleport up to the top of
Mm-hmm.
trees and stuff and then just
Yeah,
jump
yeah.
off because that feeling was very new. And there wasn't a lot of
Yep.
games you could do that in, you know, to feel that feeling of dropping from a height and getting that. Cause I mean, it would literally, we would do it over and over. And every time you'd lose your stomach, it's like you're a little kid
Yep.
in the car and your mom or dad goes over that big hill, you know, and you lose your stomach and you get all giddy because
Sure.
it's fun. You know, it's the same kind of feeling. I love it. I think it's awesome.
So Les Marwick in chat said the biggest problem for me would be the physical game in VR is the sweat, which I get it.
Yeah.
They're very active games. So are like the box VR and the workout games and stuff.
I guess
he was
that's
talking
where you
about
could
the
do
VR
like a
covers,
stick
but-
movement kind of thing if you didn't want as physical of a, because this definitely
Right.
isn't going to be a couch game. You know what I mean? This is going to be
No, true.
Yeah.
Well, you could be sitting. You could be sitting in a chair.
a swivel
with no
chair or
arms on
something.
it.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah,
do that.
it'd have to be a swivel chair though. True.
Yeah.
Yeah, good point. Yeah,
So-
I don't know. I can't wait for this. This looks very, very promising to me.
Yeah,
so.
it looks fantastic. I
Yep.
hope it can deliver.
I
For
agree.
sure.
Yep.
I'm definitely excited for that. I mean, it looks so good.
So good. I know. Yep.
I'm excited.
Yep. So the whole coronavirus thing, everybody has been affected by it, no matter the reach, where you're at, basically. But it's ProTube that's actually stepped up now, right?
Right.
And started making some personal protective equipment, right?
Some PPE. Yeah. Oh, did I lose you? Tyler might have froze there. But so basically, they've farmed out. So ProTube has actually farmed out their 3D printers and stuff to actually make PPE. And this is just one of the pictures that I grabbed. This is basically a face mask. I think they're making more things. They put out a blog post on some of the things that they're making. Oh, are you back?
Sorry.
Are you back?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, yeah, I don't know what happened.
Yeah, sorry. I left for a minute.
Probably to go get more coffee. His coffee pot probably ran low.
Stop it. I need to.
But like I said, this is just one of the images that they have up on their blog post of the stuff they're making. So pretty cool to see. I mean, we see a lot of the big companies going towards this stuff to help make the things that, are needed. But for a small company like ProTube, I think that's pretty cool to see them do that.
Yep.
But
And they put their logo on it.
I kind of, I don't know if this is a bad thing to say, but I kind of want one just because it
Right.
has like, but it's like, I'm sure there's people that actually need these things. I don't really need one, you know what I mean? But I just
Right,
think it's
I
cool.
get it.
But
Well, that's amazing. No, it's cool though that they're doing that though. I mean, every little bit helps. So
yeah. And like I said,
stuff.
there's a couple other things they're making too. This was just, I thought this image was kind of cool. So I went ahead and grabbed this off of the blog post, but
yeah.
pretty awesome. Another pretty big thing I feel like that happened this week was the VR ears. The Kickstarter did launch, and surprisingly, the price was a lot more affordable than what we originally anticipated, what we originally heard about.
What they said though, at what was it, CES? I think it was CES. They stated that $199 was what the price
it was
point they were
around
looking.
$199 is what they were planning on. And maybe, they've listened to our show or other people's show, other people talk about the fact that that price point was pushing the limits, I think. I mean, that was pretty high price range for what you're getting. So with the Kickstarter, the cheapest way to get in on these, I think, is what, $79 was what the
Yeah, it was 89 landed, $79, $10 shipping.
Yeah, $10 shipping.
But yeah, still $89 landed. It's awesome, man.
Yeah, that's
That
not
ain't
bad
bad.
at all. So we both went ahead and backed this on Kickstarter. So we're going to be, I can't wait to try these out. So we are going to be getting these. I think it said like end of this year though, is what they're planning. So that kind of stinks. I'm not super excited to wait that long for these. I kind of want them right now, but, and they pretty much crushed their Kickstarter goal. I think their Kickstarter goal was like 30,000 and they're already up over 100,000, which is good. I mean, that's good. I think their Kickstarter goal may have been, purposely set a little bit low. I'm not sure, but either way, I mean, I think it got fully funded within like less than 24 hours or something like that. If I remember right, it was something pretty crazy.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see what the actual,
It was, I know we jumped on it right away. I mean, we kind of,
Yeah.
especially once we saw that price point drop, it
Right.
was a no-brainer. You know, we
were
wanted to
expecting-
anyways because
yeah.
we wanted to test them out for, you know, everybody else.
We were
But
expecting the
yeah,
$200. We saw $79. We're like, oh man, that seems like a deal. And maybe that was part of their
right.
plan to make it look like, man, this is a steal of a deal. I don't know.
It
But,
might have been. It might have been
yeah.
a marketing, you know. But even I said, you know what, 100. I could see it $120. I didn't see it at that 200 price point. But
Yeah.
if they were that premium and totally wireless, could put them between different headsets at 120, I
Yeah.
could see it. You know, so if that's their total MSRP, I still think that that will be a fair price. But some people were saying maybe even less, maybe at around 100 or something. But we'll see. I'm curious.
I think, and it comes with clips. It comes with all the different things. So it works on Rift
Right.
S, Quest, PSVR.
Yep.
I can't remember what else. Pimax. Yeah, Pimax. So that's pretty cool. So you can use one of these and you should be able to hopefully pretty easily switch them between headsets. Mainly, I want this for the Rift S because
Yeah.
I have the deluxe audio strap on the Quest and I'm happy with that. So my audio solution on the Quest is fine, but my Rift S is terrible. I have the Mantis headphones. Like I said, they're not my favorite. I'm
for
really
the price
hoping
they work, man. I still for the price.
Right.
No
Yeah,
beat
looking at
that.
the price, yeah.
Yeah.
But these aren't as bad. These are about double the price of what you can. I mean, at least for the Kickstarter price, is about double the price
Sure.
of the Mantis headphones. So I'm okay with that if these perform. I mean, if these hold up to the hype and are as good as what I'm hoping they'll be, the final product, then I'm okay with that. I don't think the price is too bad. So yeah, somebody said it was fully funded in 4 hours. I know it was less than 24 hours and stuff. I didn't know exactly, but less than 4 hours. That's pretty impressive. So
That's very impressive.
yeah, and they do have their stretch goals. I want to talk about that a little bit. And here's the image here. But so they've already hit the first stretch goal, which is going to be a head strap. So basically, I guess it just basically turns these into headphones, right? You can use these headphones with the head strap, and so that's cool. That's the first kick stretch goal that has been hit. The next one is the carrying case, then a 5-foot multifunctional cable. So to connect VR ears to your PC console, all that. The one I'm excited about is the boom mic, which I wish that wasn't the highest stretch goal at $750,000 because there's less than a month now. And I don't know if it's going to hit that price, but I really want the boom mic. I think that because the mic on the Quest and the Rift isn't the best either. So if this boom mic is a lot better sound quality, I would really.
The only thing with this though is, you know, it is just a plug adapter. So I'm assuming they're going to sell this after the fact.
Yeah.
Only because they would have to have that jack probably already built into the headset or at least engineered for that.
That's true.
That would be my thought. But Paranoid in chat just said, why wireless though? And that was kind of my statement too. You know, every headset has a jack, right?
Right.
So the need to be wireless is a tricky point. My thought is to have very good performing headphones, though, you need the power to run those drivers. At a point, you can only run so much sound through something out of a 3.5 millimeter jack.
Yeah, because that's where it's getting its power from. With these, they actually have a battery pack built into them. So these are powered speakers. These aren't just normal plug-in headphones. But I mean,
passive or active, whatever it is.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll still plug in through the jack, but they're not pulling the power source from that. They have their own power source. So that should, like you said, that should help the audio quality of these, and they should be hopefully a pretty good sounding headset. You know,
hopefully. I mean, they should be. I mean, we'll see. And you know, we haven't seen any final products or anything since CES, which was their prototypes, which we heard mixed stuff about. But again, it's hard because how can you listen to an off-ear audio solution in a crowded, loud environment? So even if their people thought they were pretty good headsets or good headsets, then I feel like, you know, in somebody's home or office or studio situation, I think they'll be a great headset. Really do.
Yeah, and I'm kind of with Seo Menzini. I don't want another thing to charge, and I'm in the same boat. I don't really necessarily. I prefer batteries because when they die, I can instantly put something else in them. You know, even if you have rechargeable batteries you buy on Amazon or whatever else, like the index controllers. When we played Virtual Battlegrounds, we played for hours Sunday, then we played on Wednesday, and I was like, crap, I never charged my controller, so I threw them on for a little bit, and luckily I still had plenty of battery life. But you know, once your battery dies on a internally charged battery, you're done. I mean, you have to plug it back in and charge it, you know, and that's a pain. I have enough things to try. I mean, I'm charging my Quest all the time. I'm charging my index controllers all the time. Now I got to charge these headphones all the time. So I feel it's pain. I'm in the same boat in that area. But like you said, it will be nice to have the externally powered, you know, not.
It's the power, right? I get it.
Yeah.
And they have to last a while because you can see by the size and the bulk of these, those batteries have to be pretty substantial.
Yeah,
I
they
would
better.
think,
They
you
better
know.
last a
I
while
would
and
hope.
hold it. And the bad thing is too is once those batteries go bad down the road, they're not easily replaceable. So I still kind of prefer just the batteries you can pop in there. If we could pop in a AAA battery in each one, I may prefer that as long as it lasts long enough. But
by that time, though, there'll be some other audio solution out, or there'll be a second generation of it or something. By the time they go bad,
I do wish one of these Kickstarter goals was a deluxe audio strap, like an actual audio strap for the Quest that these clip onto or whatever. I thought that would have been cool to have as a stretch goal. Since nobody's doing that. I don't know why.
So in chat, they were talking about the head strap is a 30% discount for backers, and it's $30.
I think it says
with the
discount. Says on here, it says on the bottom, it says all of the above for free, above included with any purchase of $79 or more. So my understanding is as long as these stretch goals get hit, that we get these items for free as long as you backed it for the $79 or more price range. That's what I assume. So hopefully,
I'd read it too. I know.
Yeah, hopefully that's the case. And maybe the lower backers, then they get a 30% off voucher if they didn't back it for the $79 or more.
Sure.
I'm not sure. That's what I assume. I don't have any verified, but according to reading this, that's how I take it. But I do have an image. I popped this up for a second, but
I know
I'll pop it back up. But this is the headband that they put on there, and that's cool. I don't know that I'll really use this headband or anything, but
I don't. Yeah, I mean, I get it. If you just want to use them for off your headphones, I get it.
If the quality's that good, I might. If the quality is really that good, then it might be something I think about using. I don't know.
The only other cool thing is, if coming in the future year, we get an announcement from Oculus with some serious like AR glasses that don't have headphones, you could, essentially use something like this maybe with those.
Yeah, that's a good thought.
But past that, maybe they sound amazing. Maybe I want to use them. Maybe I'll be wearing them on the show. Who knows?
Yeah, I don't know.
But yeah.
But I remember when the Index first got announced and we got all the specs on the Index and the fact that the Index was going to have these off-ear headphones. And that was kind of a big deal. And a lot of people were like, man, I don't know about that. Like, I don't want to hear all the background noise around me. And there was a lot of mixed feelings about that. But after having them, I think they are spectacular. And I love the off-ear.
Right.
I don't know. To me, not having something on my ear, hearing the sound in the game, and sometimes there's things that happen in game on the Index and the sound is so good that certain things, I'm not sure if I heard it in the game or if something like crashed and fell off a shelf in the VR room.
Yeah.
Honestly, for me, I've had that experience happen multiple times. I think it's one of the most immersive ways to play VR, in my opinion.
I do too, because it's not a false sound. You don't know whether it's real or recreated.
And I don't like earbuds, and I don't love headphones either. I don't like things pushing on my ear. So I have high hopes for these. I really hope they deliver. We will definitely be talking about it again once we get these things in hand.
Oh, for sure,
yeah. I'm excited. So, and
so
obviously a lot of people are getting them.
Chat was saying that they think to get all those for free, they have to hit the 1 million stretch goal.
So maybe that's the case.
There could have been some fine print or some, text with that image or something that may have said that.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah,
and that might be true. I don't know. That's not how I thought was going to happen, but I'm not positive. So that maybe that's a little bit disappointing, but I do want that boom mic. And I'm guessing you can use, because like you said, they're going to have that port in there. You can probably use something else, hopefully.
Right.
So even if that doesn't get the stretch goal, because I don't know if it's going to make it that high. It might. I don't know. There's always a push at the end, I don't know.
Yep.
So we'll find out.
Gaming science teacher. Cheers. Glad you're joining us or back. Been listening.
So I did post this on Discord yesterday. I threw this in here. And
why, man? Come on.
So I went ahead and threw this in here. So if you didn't know, it was Tyler's birthday yesterday, even though he told me not to tell anybody secretively. But I wanted to put this in here because I sent this to you yesterday first, I think, before I put this on Discord. And you actually fixed it for me and sent this one. So if you notice what's different,
can see the difference,
there's actually smoke coming from one of the base stations. And because Tyler did smoke one of his base stations, and that should be getting fixed, right?
Yeah, we haven't even talked about that even. So I did one of my base stations. I kept losing tracking with my Index, and I noticed that it was going kind of in and out, one of them, and I'd get a flashing red light and stuff. So I'm like, okay, so I go to upload, recover, put new firmware on it and stuff. That didn't do anything. So I then went even a step farther and hooked into my PC and forced old updates on it and stuff. That didn't work. So I contacted Steam and stuff. They are in the middle of sending me one right now. So I'll have that backup going. But honestly, amazing support. from
Yes.
Valve and Steam support.
I mean, first it was a busted
great.
controller. One of your Knuckles controllers was busted in half. They replaced that. Now a base station they're sending you a new one for. And if you notice in the picture, you have a full pot of coffee over there and a cup because that's how you roll. You always have a whole pot. So I'm going to go back to this picture.
Close to the real thing.
Yeah, it really does, right? So I'm going to go back to the stretch goal for a second. So Anakaze said go back to the image of the stretch goal and the blue line. So maybe he's right. So if you look at this blue line, it is showing at the very end. So 1 million. Okay, so 1 million, all of the above for free. I got you. Okay, so that's what I was missing there. I wasn't seeing that dot at the blue line and the 1 million. So a little bit disappointing there, but
man, VR Spry Guy said he got a new base station in 1 day. So do you work at Valve? Did you walk downstairs?
Yeah, how did you do that?
Because holy crap, 1 day. That's amazing, actually.
Yeah.
Jeez, how's that even possible? But I would like it. But honestly, one base station playing Virtual Battlegrounds was great.
You sat down though too, right? You were seated just
honestly,
to try to keep from moving too much.
Unbelievable tracking for one base station. Unbelievable. Cheers, Rizzle. Thank you, man,
for real.
the birthday wishes. That's awesome. Everybody, I really do appreciate it. I see chat now saying it. Oh, man.
I thought most people knew because I figured they saw it on the Discord, but I guess maybe not everybody did.
That may be why I'm having a hard morning.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. He was maybe partying a little bit too hard last night. I wasn't even sure if he was going to make it onto the show. I got a little nervous there for a little while. I was like, uh-oh, I haven't heard anything from Tyler yet. This could be bad.
I still have to go to my other job today now after this too. So
yeah, usually you don't work on Saturdays, but
I try not to.
Yeah, this weekend's going to be rough. Me and my wife and I have a ton of projects that we're doing outside right now. So as long as the rain holds out, I don't know how much VR I'm going to be playing this weekend. I know Alex VR said something in our Discord about playing today. I was like, man, if it starts raining, I might be in here playing. I mean, I did play some this morning. I just played Box VR, but I don't know. There's just so much.
Well, another one we can get back into playing too is Dead and Buried, man. The Dead and Buried 2 had their update, which was substantial, actually. I was pretty impressed by the list of stuff.
Yeah, and Dead and Buried is actually a really good game, especially on the Quest. We've had some good times playing this game on the Quest. I think we played with VR Mag and stuff back in the day. But
the only struggle is trying to stick with people a little bit because they don't really have any like group or squad stuff. But now because they have their different, they have a 3v3 mode, so stuff like that would really help in probably trying to stick with
this is a free update.
Yeah.
So it's called Reloaded. So. Yeah, and there is crossplay too. There's crossplay between this and the Rift. But is this out yet? I haven't played it yet.
What was the other one? There was something else. The 3v3 I was really excited to actually try.
There's 3 new modes. Yeah, Survival, Horde, and Quick Draw are the 3 new modes. And new weapons, a bunch of new weapons, as you can see right there in the trailer.
The Horde mode is pretty cool. A co-op, they call it co-op Horde mode. So I don't know how many people actually that is considered. I'm assuming probably 4. I'm guessing it may only be 2, but that's really cool.
So it says Quick Draw and Horde modes are back by popular demand, bringing some of the original Dead and Buried's flavor to Dead and Buried 2, because we played the original back in the day, the first Dead and Buried. Quick Draw is played 1 versus 1 in the main town, while Horde mode includes 4 maps and 4 unique bosses in the courthouse, theater, saloon, and spooky town. Horde is played co-op with up to 4 players or bots. So yeah, that's pretty awesome.
Drop-In has Quick Draw working now. We tried that too last week, and
he's been pushing so many updates. It's ridiculous, so much cool stuff.
Sorry, side note.
So the survival mode, that's the completely new game mode where you survive hordes of enemies with 3 of your friends as you collect energy orbs to continue through the map. It includes 3 new maps located in the Fort, Canyon, and Alpine. So
it looks like a lot of fun to me, and this is a good game too to throw somebody new into. But I still find it even enjoyable. I mean, there's not a whole lot of technical stuff with this game. It's basically just hold your gun, move around, and shoot at people. So relatively
the essentials.
Reloads,
the essentials. Yeah.
Very true. What else do you need in VR, really?
Exactly.
Kidding.
I think this is out, isn't it? I haven't played it yet.
I thought it was. I thought it was a release announcement, but no, I haven't played it yet.
I think it is out. I think I saw the update on my Quest when I was in it the other day, but I haven't hopped into this yet. So.
Yep, I haven't either, but I might actually try this tomorrow too. And I appreciate Steven. He offered me one of his extra base stations. But
that's awesome.
Valve, I think, should be shipping it hopefully yesterday, last night, or today, one or the other. So I should have it soon, but I really do appreciate that. We're used to sending stuff back and forth and around to people, but really appreciate it.
Yeah, I really do. That's really awesome. I do want to talk a little bit about the newest update on Quest, the version 16. There's a couple things that I really, really like about it. One of the things we talked about last time was where you can bring your pass-through environment as your home environment in the Quest. And I've done that. And I've been using that. I kind of like it. I think it's pretty cool. And I don't know if I'll keep it that way, but for right now, I'm really liking it. And you basically have your your screens and your menus just in front of you in your real world, and you can look all around. You can see everything around you. I think that is pretty neat. And they've updated the whole UI. You can opt into like the whole new user interface experience, which it's pretty nice. It flows pretty good. I think it's pretty decent. But
I think they're just getting closer to that AR stuff. I think there's gonna be more AR stuff coming.
There definitely feels like there's a push towards that a little bit. Like they're messing around with it. And
I think so.
The other thing that I thought was really, really cool, which we've talked about this that they needed to do for a long time, is that double tap. So if you do have to turn this on. So you have to go into the menus and you have to tick the check box to turn this feature on, and then your Quest will restart. But at any time, you can just double tap your headset. You just take like 1 or 2 fingers and you just kind of double tap. It doesn't work perfectly every time. Sometimes you got to do it like 2 or 3 times to really, but it's nice to have that feature. You don't have to hit any button on your controller. You just doop doop and you're in pass-through mode. I think it's pretty cool.
And I'm sure it'll get better with time, with updates. They'll probably just improve it a little bit with some diagnostics they get back from users. But I think it's a great thing to have. I really do. It's awesome. It's a good way of doing it. I mean, it's super simple, and it gives people the option using just hand tracking a way to bring it up, which is really cool.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
I think it's, and gaming science teacher said it's neat to check out, and I think it's a good option to have, but I don't care for it. I'm liking the space station. She means the pass-through home environment, and that's what I went from. I did have it set up as a space station, and I do really like the space station, but I don't know. And like I said, I don't know if I'm going to keep it as the pass-through, but for right now, I think it's kind of cool because, I can throw it on. I can just, start to set up. I get into my space, and, usually once you walk into your play space, your surround, it goes back into normal mode. So this, I still have time to kind of set up where I want to be and click in menus. So it's kind of cool. I think it's kind of neat. And I just Gamertag just said, who needs a haircut? And I was just talking about that today. I was like, my hair's getting all crazy and I need a haircut. But going on, man. Yeah, awesome. Seriously. I mean, it's nuts. All the hair cutting places are closed. That's all right.
I still can't get contacts, so I'm down to glasses now at this point.
Oh yeah.
So
I didn't think about that.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's I'm going to try to grow down to my shoulders before.
Don't make fun. I've done it, man.
Yeah,
my hair is down to my shoulder blades.
Yeah,
like down my
I'll have to find a picture and post that somewhere.
No, don't find a picture and post that. It's horrible.
That'd be awesome. But Rizzle Rock says, I love the pass-through. And I am enjoying it. I do wish it was color, though. Like, I wish the Quest had better cameras. I'm sure by Quest 2, I would think that they'll have, a lot better pass-through capabilities, because this is the first time they did a pass-through was with the Quest and the Rift S. The original CV1 didn't have that capability. So, and they got to keep the cost down. So using the black and white cameras and stuff, it's whatever.
Absolutely, but next gen we'll get, I'm sure, color.
I mean, it's definitely, there's definitely some capability, especially if we had better pass-through cameras, of some really cool AR stuff they could do with the current VR tech. I mean, if it just had them color, and even the black and white, they could do some cool stuff if they want to start. And I'm sure they've messed around with it. I'm sure they've played with it, but
lots of color pops with menus that pop up and would still look cool on black and white.
Yeah, it still really would. I hope they do
Super Hot's all black and white, basically.
Yeah.
Red, some red in there, but
yeah. Mepper said, I've been cutting my own hair for 10 years now, so the shutdown hasn't affected me. So I think I might have the wife try to cut it for me. So she's cut it before for me, like a long time ago, and it wasn't bad. So
I still want one of those like vacuum
trimmers. A Flowbee.
Is that, I don't know. There's probably all different kinds of. I've always wanted.
That was like 70s, I think. Yeah.
So good. Anyway.
That's so awesome. We're getting off track.
Oh, that doesn't happen here. Come on.
I don't even remember what we were talking about, but so there's also a new game that just kind of got announced, and it's we have the trailer. I'm actually going to go to the movie theater for this trailer. Go ahead.
It's more of a theatrical trailer, but cool concept.
Yeah, and we have a little bit more info about the game and stuff, but here we go. Oop.
This would be Rin Lo, correct?
Yep.
You're going with it? I thought so.
Rin Lo VR. So let me read a little bit about this game while this...
It's kind of an adventure game.
It looks really good, though. I mean, like, graphically, it looks impressive. I was impressed by the trailer, and at first I was like, is this really VR? And it is. It's coming soon to VR. This is... So they what they say about it, it says, Rin Lo immerses its players into an action-packed adventure designed for VR. Join Agatha in her quest to discover why her parents sent her away and what happened to the place she remembers so clearly. Explore a steampunk dystopia through world exploration, puzzle solving, and combat. And it's available to wishlist, I think, on Steam now. It's up on Steam, and you can add it to your wish list. So there is some more info on there, and it lists the Valve Index, HTC Vive, and Oculus Rift. I haven't seen anything about Quest. So why are you laughing?
Chat, sorry. Totally digital. No. This does look really good though. You probably don't even know who Lloyd Christmas is, Sean, do you?
I don't. Who is it?
Killing me, Smalls.
I'm sure I would know if I saw a picture or something, but off the top of my head, I don't know.
Oh, come on. Lloyd Christmas?
Is he a singer?
Dumb and Dumber?
Oh, okay. I got you. See, I know who it is.
Oh, man.
I know who it is. So this game is planned to release on June 23rd. So not that far away.
Right. It's not far, but I'm surprised we don't see a little bit of like gameplay then or some like legit if it's that close. But I mean, hey.
It's definitely a theatrical thing. But if you look at the Steam page, and I didn't grab the images, like the slideshow images on Steam, it looks really good. I mean, it looks like the screen grabs and stuff look really impressive.
Yeah, I need to see some gameplay though, man. I'm not sold until I really see the gameplay. I get it. Like, it looks good. I like the concept. I like the art style. I like all that. But really, past that, we don't know what the true like in-game renderings look like, you know? So
right. Yeah, and there are some other. So this developer, there are some other games that they've put out. It's Gura Shop, if I'm pronouncing that right. And some of the VR stuff, like they have Ride Op VR Thrill Ride Experience. Never tried that, I don't think. They have a VR Pro Edition for Ride Op. Pilot Rudder VR, which is VR only. And then they have some other games that are flat games, but so I don't know. This trailer looks promising though. If it's half as good as this trailer looks, I think it might be something to keep an eye on.
I don't think character models are gonna look that. I mean, obviously, not that good. Yeah. But yeah, we'll see. Never know. Never know. Somebody could shock us.
Yeah. I think it was worth. Checking
any
out.
steampunk adventure game, I'm in to try. It's awesome.
I think it looks really cool.
Yep. Yeah, definitely.
Shouldn't have to wait too much longer. June.
No.
I mean, June's not that far away. Where is it in May yet? No, it's almost May. But
yeah, almost April.
Almost May. Well,
it's my birthday, man. Since you told everybody.
Yeah, no, I had to throw it out there. I'm sorry. I couldn't keep it to myself. I wanted to share the. The news with everybody. I already put it on Discord, so it was already out there.
I know.
It's only a matter of time until people figured it out. You know what I'm saying?
Whatever. I'm gonna rat you out next time.
I don't have a birthday. I'm actually don't age ever anymore, so I just don't have any birthdays, so I'm good to go.
Sure you don't. Hey, in VR though, you don't age. You don't have to if you don't want to.
That's true. Or you can age very rapidly in VR if you want to. I don't know who wants to do that, but
there's lots of little kids in Rec Room. You can join that.
Yeah. One thing we didn't talk about in the updates for Quest though and stuff, the version 16, is there are a lot of stuff in there to help linking up with people. There's clickable links now that you can send through
that's
chat.
What I was going to say. Yeah,
I totally forgot to mention all that when we were on that topic.
Which is super cool. Yeah. They've needed that. I've said that you need a way to seamlessly integrate and use all that stuff inside VR, which they're working on it, which is good to see.
Yeah.
But I'm assuming that this stuff is probably because of Horizon.
That's what I was kind of thinking,
they needed to push that stuff because they're going to have that social interaction in Horizon. So I'm sure we'll see a bunch more updates of the social aspect coming too, and probably the next update as well.
So it says you can send clickable links now. They'll open up in a web browser. User-created events now allow you to easily start a chat thread with all users who have been invited. The feature only available to a percentage of users at this time. Parties has received a variety of quality improvements, which is really good because sometimes their parties were a little janky, like their party chats and stuff.
Right.
Includes updates to the party invite flow to account for additional edge cases and clearer notifications upon joining a party. When unsubscribing from an event, you will now be prompted to confirm your decision. There's some Oculus Link updates in there, some quality of life improvements, stability improvements, and all of that. So keep them coming. Keep them coming for sure.
Yep. DLG27 said Zakari VR Pinball is $6.31 on Steam, which is cool. Pinball games are cool. I do like some pinball games, actually.
I don't think I've played that one. But and Tony Digital asked, how long did it take you guys to get by Jeff in Half-Life Alyx? I don't know how much. Can we even start talking about spoilers yet in Half-Life, Alex?
I still haven't finished it yet, man.
Oh, you need to get in there. What are you doing?
I know. I'm busy. I can't help it.
It did take me a little while. Paradise Decay said about an hour for me. I don't remember exactly how long it was to get past Jeff. It took me a little bit because I wasn't exactly sure. At first, I wasn't sure how to get past him, and then I figured out what I needed to do. And I guess I don't want to say too much because you haven't even got to experience Jeff yet. Jeff holds a very special place on a lot of people's hearts because when a lot of people talk about Half-Life Alex that have played the whole game or played through quite a bit, Jeff comes up quite a bit. So you need to get in there and finish that game.
I know, but we can't talk about too many spoilers. There's still people that haven't bought.
People are saying no, so.
Some people may have a Quest and haven't even bought a PC headset to play it on yet or holding out,
Yeah.
So, no spoilers.
No spoilers. No spoilers.
Exactly. I don't like doing that anyways, man. Not on an epic game. Yeah. If it's something that maybe a lot of people aren't going to play or something, then that's fine. But I like, and I've told you this before, I like to drag good games like this out. I really do.
Yeah, I'm kind of bummed because I finished the whole game in 11.7 hours, something like that. And I'm kind of bummed because I got through the whole game and then I was like, dang it, like I want more. I wouldn't mind being able to jump back into the game right now and still have stuff that I haven't gotten through. So I kind of did finish it too fast and it was a little bit disappointing.
I'm actually seeing like mixed reviews about Jeff, so we'll see.
It's definitely mixed. And you don't know what Jeff is, I don't think yet. You might have an
exactly.
idea.
Don't.
It's a love-hate relationship. Some people, I don't know. Oh man, I can't wait till you get to that part. It's a really good part in the game. What they did was pretty cool.
That's amazing.
Caleb Law, thank you. That is awesome. That is awesome.
Cheers,
Caleb Law.
That's awesome.
$20 to Super Chat.
Appreciate that, man. That's amazing. We really do appreciate it, guys. Appreciate you guys being here too. I don't like to get into it too much, but everyone holds a good place in our heart with VR and the community and stuff.
For sure.
And it's amazing too because you guys even send us stuff that you find and stuff on our Discord.
Oh yeah.
And it's awesome.
Yeah, all the time. Deals especially. There's so many deals people find.
Speaking of, and I did send you the link in Discord, and you could even just pull it up in a web browser as well. But we were talking about the VR ears and stuff from Rebuff Reality. So Engineered AF, and he released some stuff we talked about on our show, where JBL headphones, which he has kind of 3D printed and used the drivers from different headphones and stuff. He is now in the works, and everyone, even our Discord, was like throwing money at him, like, please take my money. They are actually clip-on headphones, and they will work for, let's see, I think is it the Quest? Yeah, it's the Quest and the Rift S both in one attachment. And even the cables go into it and stuff. But what he's doing, he's using the drivers, the headphone portion driver part from the CV1s. And the CV1 headphones were still great headphones. And the nice thing about these, they work and almost look identical to the CV1 headphones, to where they even snap out and stuff.
It's not set up.
It does look really, really cool. It's pretty impressive. So he's working on them. He doesn't even know a price point yet, and he's even willing to send people the printed part, and you have to put the drivers in and everything, and just solder the 2 wires to it and everything. So it's really cool stuff. He does have a video on YouTube. Actually, I think Sean's pulling it in right now, so we will get to that here in a second.
I'm just gonna play it on YouTube here.
Yeah, it's good stuff. It really is cool.
And I believe the drivers he's using is from the
Porta drivers.
Yeah, but that's basically the CV1 drivers. Yeah, which if you have a CV1, the sound quality on CV1 was fantastic. I was a big fan of CV1 quality. I mean, it had good bass, everything. I mean, they were really good. And the thing I like about these compared to some of the other versions of stuff that I've seen people do is the adjustability. So you see right there, you can go forward, back, you can go up and down.
Flip them back too.
Yeah, clip them out. I mean, everybody's head is so different. So if it's just I've seen some, where they're just a regular hang down and there's not much adjustability, but that's not good for everybody. That doesn't fit your ear properly. So these, I'm really excited about these. I mean, is this going to be a product that he's in the works, you said, right? So this is going to be a product that you at some point can actually go online and buy, right?
Yeah. So he has been selling his last headphones based strictly on Etsy, basically. So I'm assuming he's probably just going to sell them on there because he does have an Etsy store. But yeah, I mean, and he's willing, he said, at least at this point, he's willing to even sell them without the drivers in them. And you can put them in yourself, if you want to buy the drivers.
I want it complete. Like, I want to order these.
CB1,
I want to order these complete and just clip them on and be good to go. I mean, these, I don't know what price point and stuff these are going to be exactly, but I mean, these, definitely better, in my opinion, than what the Mantis would be or something like that for the Rift S.
I think maybe even better, maybe around like the $60 complete 60 to 75, something in there, complete mark. I'll have to look and see.
And
what
some
he
of
said.
it was on our Discord. There was a conversation going on our Discord. I think it was like right before we started playing on Wednesday. So I actually don't know if I read the whole conversation, but I was excited to see these and seeing the video.
Super clean. Like the look of this looks factory basically, which is really cool.
Yeah, and even the Mantis headphones, you know, they come in white. So like the VR Mang back in the day, he actually I think plasti dipped his or something, so they matched a lot better the headset and stuff. And I'm excited for these. I think this is going to be awesome. I love everything about my CV1 except for the screens and you know the old school resolution and stuff. But man, it's just such a great game.
Roger in chat said, "Why can't Oculus do this?" I have no clue.
I don't know either.
We said that since day one. They had an accessory page right when Quest and Rift S came out, and I said, "Oh, they'll have to put something on there." I'm sure. Nothing. Yeah, I mean, they haven't done any good audio solution. Just their earbuds.
Still makes no sense to me. Like, I don't know. Such a huge, you know, part of the market that they could take advantage of, and they never have.
They could have sold one of these for every headset that went out, basically.
Almost,
why wouldn't they? Like, come on.
Yeah, it's crazy. But hopefully they learn all this stuff from the first Quest and then a Quest 2 or Rift 2, you know, all of that. Hopefully we don't have any, like, hopefully there's no need for a deluxe audio strap. There's no need for other headphones because the built-in headphones are so, like, you don't see anybody taking their index and breaking off the headphones and put something else on there. As far as I've never seen anybody do that. I don't know. But
the best part about this is what we said, the only downfall with the VR ears, no battery to charge. They plug right in. You're good to go.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to do anything. They're literally part of it.
And we know the sound quality is good. We know the sound quality is pretty good. So,
it may not be as good as, you know, index level, but they're great headphones. I never had one complaint with my CV1 headphones. And if you haven't had CV1, they're great. They really are. I mean,
so Anakaze asked for the link. I think he's asking for the link for these. It is in our Discord. If you join the Discord, it was under the general tab, and it shouldn't be that far up. And I think the link was in there, right?
You can search for Engineered AF is his name.
Okay,
so, you'll find it on his last post. So,
Awesome.
Yep. Good stuff.
Good stuff really for sure. I'm glad you mentioned that. I did want to get that in for the show today, and I totally forgot. So, good stuff. But, I think that is just about all we have. Me and you both have crazy busy day planned for today. So, I don't know.
I don't want it to be over because now I got to go to another job.
It's like you said, as soon as we get done here, you got to run out. So, he was like, I almost don't even have time to do the show, but we're going to do it. So,
absolutely, man. I can't not. I mean, it's scheduled. There ain't no getting out of that.
Yeah, for sure. So, and I will be changing into my work clothes and heading outside as soon as we get done here. And we got a couple projects. We do want to get a greenhouse built this summer. We have that on our to-do list and just a bunch of stuff right now. I have trees I got to get cut up still that are, I mean, it's just, there's so much crap to do. But and now my allergies are finally mostly better, so I can be outside. I've avoided the outdoors for the past couple weeks because my allergies were so bad. They're finally starting to clear up. So
I'm really hoping that we have like some super rainy days that I can just veg some VR, like just be like, meh.
Well, if it ends up, we got a chance of rain today. If it ends up raining all day today and I'm not working outside, that's probably what I'm going to be doing. So, but so awesome. But we appreciate all the super chats, everybody in the live chat and hanging out with us on Saturday mornings.
All the likes, everything, man. And definitely we do have an audio version. If you guys can't watch all this live, you can grab the audio version. It's on Apple Podcast and Spot we try to get it everywhere. We're working on it.
Whatever all those podcast things are.
Yep. Yeah, right. Exactly.
I can't keep up with them all.
I know. It is tough. You don't have to. I do.
Yeah, that's true. You do that part. Thank goodness. But
whatever.
Oh, man.
Oh, Kayla said, make sure you check out the field hockey and drop in. I know. We were talking about that right before we went live. Yeah.
He just added that in. I need to hop in there and check out. I mean, these are all things like in the lobby. There's so many things to do in the lobby, like not even the actual game. There's so many things to do. It's really cool what he's doing. I can't wait till that game's all completed. And
talk about a free to play, you know, that everyone will pick up. We're going to have a party in there. We'll have a release party.
Oh, yeah, we should do that. That'd be awesome.
I know.
Definitely need to do that. So, awesome. Well, thank you guys so much. We do really appreciate you being here and hanging out. And
later, guys. Appreciate all the happy birthdays. Cheers to that. We really do. I'm just wanting to get back in VR for my birthday. That's my personal birthday gift, right?
Yeah, true that. We'll definitely be back in Virtual Battlegrounds. When we play again, we'll probably throw it in our Discord again. I don't know when we're going to play.
Keep an eye on our Discord. Join it in the description. It's so much fun. And it's on sale. I think it still is.
It was like $16. So.
Yeah, $16. Yep.
Yeah, and they've even done updates since we've last been in there. So hopefully it's even running a little bit smoother than it was. So, but we'll find out. But awesome. Thanks again,
guys. We're out of here. We'll see you back here or see you in VR.
Later, everybody.
Later, guys.